I'm Olawale for aka Brymo. Yeah, by now many people know I'm a singer, songwriter, poet, slash all of that. My childhood was like a childhood. I was born and then I grew up, and then I grew up in a place called Kokomaiko in Lagos, and I have a lot of friends there. And so my childhood was pretty much like everyone else's, just growing up and hoping to one day be like the adults. And now we're adults and we are wishing we could just go back and become children again. So music came from I don't even know where. I wanted to be a footballer the last time I checked, and I was playing ball. I'm lefty, so I'm always evading everybody on the pitch, like that short boy we get left leg. And then at some point something just changed. There was a fire that just sparked in me, and I just found music. And from just 1, 2, 3, 4 people telling me, you have a nice voice, you have a nice voice, you have a nice voice. So I started out, and then we're here now. My type of music is inspired by everything around me. If I meet somebody new and we share a moment, I could make music of that. If somebody steals my food, I could make music of that. Somebody pat me on the back, I could make music of that. So basically music comes from everything around you, from friendships and otherwise, from hatred and love, and everything that goes on, I draw inspiration from. Very serious one. I have quite a number of them, and as time passes, the list just increases. The list increases, and currently I like quite a number of people. I like Shay, I like Amy Alade, But then a lot of Nigerian female artists are quite pretty, so I could as well just crush on all of them. Currently I'm in the studio with my producer Michael Kebonku, and we're working on a new album. Currently we're in the mixing mastering phase, and before the year goes too far, there'll be a brand new Brymo album in the offing. Well, I wanted to talk a little about a lot of things happen to us in life that we don't expect, and when they happen we tend to feel like it's a mistake, but we don't know that actually we got ourselves to that point. So Brick No Get Shoulder is a song about how you find something that feels good, and then you get lost in it, and then before you know what's going on, you've gone so deep, and then it becomes very difficult to come back up. So it's the philosophy of watch your step, because you are always as far in as you could ever be out. So the deeper you go in, the more difficult it is to come out. And I'm sure you can actually relate it to what the song is saying as I'm saying it. Deep, come out, you go deep, stuff like that. This is a question I never know how to answer. Where I see myself in 10 years is a function of what I'm doing now, and then what I'll be doing in 10 years. I'll be a fool to actually say this is exactly what I'll be doing in 10 years. I don't know what I'll be doing in 10 years. But I hope I still will be making music. I hope to still be a lover, to be happy, to contribute to society, to take as little as possible and to give as much as possible. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to living, basically. My father is a carpenter, and so when I came into the music industry and I wanted to, put out my album, my first major mainstream album, which is my second album, it just came naturally to me to call the son of a carpenter, and I mean it's a good sell, you know. I mean the album came out in 2011 or 2012, and here we are still answering the question to what inspired the title. So it was a catchy title for the album, and I felt like a lot of people would like it, you know, and they would be interested in the story of the person who's calling themselves the son of a carpenter. But yes, my father is a carpenter. Yeah, I have no spec specifically. I like women, and I try to be as respectable as possible with them. But I like women, you know, and the amenities, the facilities has nothing to do with their color, you know. So as long as she's good looking, as long as she's beautiful, she's down, you know. So it has nothing to do with skin color. Yeah, you know, I mean, this is very dependent on what we're doing with the Garri. So if we are soaking the Garri, I think I would, you know, there's something about the Ijebu Garri, you know, the way it slaps you when you the first bite, the first spoon, and then it gives you that, Yoruba will say, oh, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's a thing about that. And of course, the yellow Garri is good for a certain kind of eba, you know what I'm saying? But I think I grew up with Ijebu Garri, so I think I'll just go with Ijebu Garri. Okay, I actually don't know. Not necessarily. I know how to boil water, you know, boil egg, maybe cook noodles, you know, stuff like that. Basically, I'm just a typical guy. I don't know how to cook. Well, that's something dreamers suffer from. Every kind of dream, whether you just want to be famous or you're on your path to any other kind of success. Sorry, you always find out that people around you, closest to you, are like the people who believe in you the least, and that's not because they don't like you or they hate you. It's difficult to believe in the dream. And the person carrying the dream usually is the only person who believes very much. So at first what my parents, my father who said, and then afterwards he saw that I started doing it, and then he was like, okay, you seem to be getting fame from this and success from this. Maybe it's good after all. And then everybody I've met in the past, everybody I'm with, everybody I've met at some point in time or the other, people tend to lose faith in what you're doing, and then you are usually left alone, and you must just decide for yourself where you want to go. So that's never an issue. Everybody you meet is skeptical and unsure about how you get success. So you are the only one who knows what you're looking for. Preparations for me when I'm going on stage starts from a few weeks before the gig, from when management calls me and say there's a possibility of a gig, you know. So I started preparing immediately, and that includes the rehearsal process with the band. That includes, but more importantly, on the day of the gig, I try to just relax. Try to have as much fun as I can, but without expending myself, so that when I'm on stage I could, you know, still have enough energy to interact and have fun with the audience. So basically there is no permanent routine. I let every show have its own different kind of feel to it. Artists who play their songs in the background while performing, well, when you're performing on stage, it's the 21st century. Some people mime, and some people perform on an instrumental playing from the CD. Some people do stuff. I do a mixture of both, you know. So I have a loop from the studio, and then I have a band that gives it a general feel to it. So people have different reasons why they do what they do, but of course, to have a band, it means hard work, because you have to rehearse with your band every single time you go on stage. So that's hard work. So when you perform with your music playing in the background, you tend to look like you're lazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, you look lazy. you know. So having a band is just a way to give people, to give the audience, you know, better service for their pay. Yeah, being called a celebrity is, you know, it feels good. It feels good to know that everybody knows your name and everybody will be like, oh my God, Brymo! Especially the girls, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I love you so much! You know, all that stuff. You know, so that's good, it feels good. But it doesn't take long before the celebrity starts to overshadow the work itself. So I think in recent times, a lot of us stars, we sort of get lost in that fame, in that being called celebs. And the actual reason why we become famous, the work itself, we tend to forget it over time. You know, because fame is sweet, but working for fame is actually hard. You know, so basically, being a celebrity is beautiful. If you want to find that, you can always find that. So look for the music that speaks to your soul. Stick with that. Enjoy yourself. Hi, my name is Brymo, and I'm giving this shout out to Vogue magazine. Thanks for having me on your show, your TV, on your podcast, on your vlog, whatever it is. I want to say a big thank you to you guys. And of course, to everyone watching this, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Keep listening. From Babcock to whoever cook, you know. Thanks for watching. This is Vogue magazine. My name is Brymo.